Hi and welcome to Geek Legion of Doom. Today we're going to be reviewing Dragonslayer. Now, I will class this film as a B movie, though it really isn't a B movie. However, it wasn't particularly well received when it was released, and it was really well received critically, but it didn't do a lot of money, and it's kind of faded into obscurity since then. So we'll have a look at it. Now, let's say we'll judge it more of a B movie because it was never a huge film. And judging it by sort of standards of the mega budget films is not really fair. So we'll have a look at it on its own merits. So essentially the story basically involves a young man of lower class, shall we say, and his rise as the Dragonslayer. Now he's friends with an old wizard. And between the two of them, they essentially have to save the princess and defend the kingdom against a fearsome dragon. Now, I will say first off, the actual dragon special effects are fantastic. Even today, being 2013, I would argue this is still some of the best effects in regards to dragons that I've ever seen. So, and the dragon itself, Vermithrax, I think that the name of the dragon looks fantastic. It's a really impressive special effect, and it's obviously back then there was no CGI. 1981 it was produced, so it kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at there. But the actual story is pretty boring. Apart from the actual dragons bits, the rest of it is unfortunately quite a lot of filler. It essentially involves the main character, played by Peter MacNicol, kind of dealing with nefarious goings on with kind of the kingdom, the knights, like a bad knight and stuff. And it's obviously the dragon effects were expensive, and they kind of needed obviously to pad out a film. And unfortunately, it does get quite boring, I have to be honest with you. And you kind of just want to skip past and see the dragon. But that's probably only 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes of the actual film. There are little baby dragons as well, but you know, they're literally hand puppets. But so it's a difficult film to judge. For the actual dragon scenes themselves, you know, I would give it 10 out of 10. But because the rest of the film is really not up to scratch, and the story is so bad. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't think Peter MacNicol was a particularly thrilling leading man either. So who is it? It's Ralph Richardson is the wizard, and now he's pretty good at it. But he's not in it loads. So the story really rests with Peter MacNicol, and I don't think I don't remember him really seeing him much else other than Ghostbusters 2 and Ally McBeal, I think it is. So he hasn't done much, and you can kind of see why. He's never really was leading man material. So I can't look past the fact that the story and it isn't all that good. So I'm gonna have to give this one a 6 out of 10.